What up, y'all? It's your man, ES the Hermit Star, back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Virgo. Yes, my brothers and sisters in Mercury, what's happening? So if you have Virgo in your chart, sun, moon, or rising anywhere in your chart, really, this is for you. Hey, y'all. Hey, before we get into the reading, the usual announcements. If you want a personal read, email me. You can find my email in the description box below. Yada yada yada. Check out the other links. But hey, I got my clarifier deck. I got my clarifier deck for it's clarifying life situations, love, career, and oracle. Ooh. Saves this deck, and I got it on Amazon for those who want it. Get a good look at it if you want this exact deck. Yeah, got it on Amazon, looked at it. It was about $17 maybe. It was like, with tax and everything, I think I only spent, and I had a discount, so I only spent about $15 or so. So $15, $16. Nonetheless, I got this. Again, I was just looking up clarifier decks, and I saw this, liked the price, liked how the cards looked from the preview, so I figured, let me go get it. I may have missed this part where it talked about, again, the love, career, and oracle. That saves me a lot of money because I was going to get a love deck. I actually had a love deck specifically saved in my wish list, or one of my lists on there. But yeah, so I'm going to incorporate this in every general read that I do, and personal read if you ask for it, really. If you would like the clarifier deck to be a part of the personal read, it will not be an extra charge. So there is that. And like I said, it saves me money from love, career, and oracle stuff. So I think that's pretty cool about this deck. There's some stuff about the description. You could go read that if you want, but just letting y'all know, boom, I got it, man. I got it. So again, general read right here. We will shuffle these at the end, because I will do that at the end of every read going forward. After you get your general tarot reading, I'll include timestamps now. So if you want to skip to the the oracle reading, that's your thing as well. So yeah. Anyways, let's go, Virgo. Last weekend, I actually had a video for us, and I accidentally deleted it. Hence why we didn't get a reading last weekend as well. But we're here now. We're here now, and let's see what the universe has in store for us. Okay, so we got 3 cards. Do the oracle right after I do this, okay? We start off first with the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is someone who is people-pleasing, really. Someone who, I've said this in past readings, whether it be for Virgo or someone else, someone going out of their way to do the most for most likely undeserving people, or I won't say most likely. Sometimes it's undeserving people. Other times it's we're doing this and we think that whoever we're in this energy for, whoever we're overextending ourselves for, actually wants that. Like, that's what they asked for, when there are other times where that's not what they asked for. And during those moments, if you're not careful, you can be very much in an energy of blaming them for your actions. Saying, well, I'm doing X, Y, and Z for you, and you're not appreciating any of it. It's because they didn't ask you to do it. Like, sure, like maybe they can at least still say thank you for at least you doing it, but they didn't ask you to go above and beyond. You felt that they needed that. And Virgos, we tend to do that. We tend to be on some, because we know what is best, and we do be knowing what is best for a lot of folks, to be honest with you. But that can only go so far, is what I'm trying to say. You know, I got the heat on, by the way, and I already want to turn it off. I usually, all my hoodies are being washed, so I can't. Now I'm rocking a hoodie. So is the sweater that I usually wear. I'm going to turn off that heat. I'm sorry, Virgos. You know I love y'all, though, right? Oh. All right, we back. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm not going to cut that out. But yeah, we tend to know what is best, or at least know the a good path. I'm going to just use that terminology. I'm not going to say what is best, but more so of a good path. We know a good path for people, and just decisions and things that they should be doing. But at the end of the day, Virgo, if they don't do it, if they don't want to go that path, if they don't want to do these actions, you now doing those things for them, or you taking them and dragging them by their hand, metaphorically speaking, of course, and going that path that they, again, don't want to go, and then getting upset with them because they're not showing any sign of, again, appreciation. Again, they didn't want that. They didn't want that at all. So you going out of your way to do things that they didn't want to do, not for themselves, and they didn't ask you to do it, or you going out of your way to help them in any way possible. And I'm not saying don't help people, don't offer to help people. At Virgos, we are very much, and don't take this as an insult, because I definitely am not viewing this as an insult. I don't view this as it's my life's purpose to serve people, but we are the sign that services people, right? So we're servants in a good way, because we get to decide who we service and how we service and stuff. But we are servants. We're just natural born servants. That's just part of who we are. You may not like that. I think if you channel it in the right way and in a non-toxic, non-abusive way, then serving other people's is actually one of the most powerful things that any human can do. And we naturally have that ability. So use that for your advantage, use that for your power, and you will elevate. But again, like I said, we naturally do want to serve. But you can only go so far with service. Again, you can only go so far in the aspect of, you don't want to overserve somebody who doesn't appreciate it. You don't want to do too much for those who didn't ask for the help. If they didn't ask for it, or if they're showing clear signs of unappreciation, you should stop. You should just simply stop. Stop doing that. Find someone, if you're in this mood of servicing somebody so much, find someone who needs the help. And I feel as though I said this to us in the past, or one of the signs, but find someone who needs the help. There's a ton of people out there who need our help. You know what I'm saying? There's a ton of people out there who are too afraid to ask for help, and they need help in general. Go find those folks if you want to do some work so much. If you want to help out so much. Next card is the King of Pentacles. So we do have the Queen here, but in reverse, the King, and the King is upright. This is, I'm going to say, someone who can help balance this out. You're in, this is more so of a, when upright, a more so compassionate, nurturing, even, feminine energy, if you want to consider that. What we need right now is a masculine, logical balance, but which is also kindness as well. A lot of people get this idea, and I feel as though a lot of folks feel that way about the spiritual space, but get this idea that masculinity means mean, based off of the toxic masculine men and women that they're around, right? Or that they've seen in their lifetime, or that they've dealt with in any type of capacity, right? But that's not the case. Simply because someone is a masculine leader doesn't mean that they're a mean leader, or whatever. It just, like I said, with the King of Pentacles is kind. He's kind, but he is able to get you together in a sense of saying, hey, you know, you're straying away from your path, or hey, how about, you know, you do things this way, or, you know, how about going about it in a different way. You know, they can course correct you without it being mean or abusive, essentially, right? So when I see that here in this reading, I see that this is what we need in our life. Now, whether you can tap into that, because again, Virgos, we have that ability. We have that ability to help others and be natural servants, like I said. We also have this ability to be the King of Pentacles. But it's all right to go outside. Not every Virgo can do this. It is all right to go outside and seek that outside help from someone that we trust, who is capable of being that for us. So don't take too much offense, or don't think that you're you know, some broken Virgo or some inadequate Virgo, or inadequate being in general, despite your zodiac sign, if you feel as though that, you know, I need the help in this department. We all need help in certain departments, so don't be ashamed of that. Our last card is the Magician in reverse as well. This, I'm going to harken back to the Queen of Cups in reverse. How this is people pleasing, overextending yourself, and just doing the most for people who can be ungrateful or didn't ask for it. I don't think this is a situation where we, as in Virgo out there, a Virgo out there, it's not a situation where a Virgo out there is doing something for ungrateful folks. I don't think it's the ungrateful folk energy. I think that because this is very much manipulative energy, but someone who is wasting their potential as well. And I think it's both, but I think more so it's you're in this energy of doing the most for somebody, and your intentions aren't as pure as one would hope they would be when they go out of their way to do something for somebody. If it applies, it applies. Let's be honest with ourselves, Virgo. We are the sign that tells people the honest truth, so we should then be able to accept the honest truth about ourselves. And again, if it's applicable, I'm not saying all Virgos are like this. I'm not saying all Virgos just service people for the sole purpose of getting something back. We do it because it's in our nature to do so. But there are times where you do help people for manipulative, ulterior motives. And I feel as though that's what is the problem here with a Virgo, or someone with Virgo placements, is you're not necessarily helping for the sake of helping this individual. There's something you want from them, or there's something that you possibly want to hold against their head in the future and say, remember I helped you with your taxes, remember I helped you with your finances, remember I did this for you, well yeah, now you owe me. Was that a confirmation? I don't know, but you be the judge. But instead of just helping someone, because it's in our nature to want to help people, make sure that they're good, make sure that day-to-day, whatever it is, right? You're doing it with ulterior motives, you know? And honestly, like, again, this King of Pentacles, it's not us in this moment in time. It can be you if you look at this video and at least and you're like, he's right. This does describe me. I need to, go within. I need to figure out, why am I doing this? And, again, harken back and be like, okay, if I'm going to help this individual or just help anybody, it has to be all for the right reasons. And when I say the right reasons, I'm not saying necessarily doing something for somebody just so you can have a favor in the future is a wrong reason, right? Especially if that individual tends to be someone who shows favor to those who have done things for them in the past. Especially if that person has made it clear, if you help me out with this or help me out in general, I will owe you back in the future, right? So there's nothing necessarily wrong if there's that agreement there where it's like, I do this for you, I scratch your back now so you can scratch my back 10 years or 5 months, or maybe 5 weeks, 5 days from now, whatever the case is, right? If there's that mutual agreement, I don't think there's any type of manipulation there. It becomes manipulative, though, when that individual that is being helped didn't necessarily make that statement or that agreement, or even if they are the type of person who have in the past paid back people who have helped them. That doesn't necessarily mean they do that for everybody. You don't know if they have a special relationship with that person that they've paid back in the past, or they simply just can't do it right now. They simply don't have the capacity to help you out with whatever your issue is or whatever you're seeking from them. Whatever you're seeking from them at whatever moment in time you do seek out that help. And it's very much manipulative, again, if you're still going to be like, well, you're not going to take any of what I just said into consideration and say, well, you know, I want to do this thing for this person just for my purposes in the future, my personal, hopes that I hope that this individual does for me. So it's a lot of, from what I'm seeing here with the tarot, is a lot of internal dialogue, and if not, seek some wise counsel outside of yourself. I'm gonna go with the latter. Seek the wise counsel outside yourself, because not to say that I don't have faith in a Virgo or Virgos in general to be able to go within. With a Hermit card, that's our power card. That's literally going within. You know what I'm saying? It's not showing up here, just for ish and giggles. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. All right, the 5 of Wands, tension, conflict here. I think that, if you don't get out of this mindset that this person owes you something, it's going to cause this conflict. Or, again, you going out of your way to help somebody. Because I'm a Virgo, of course, I make it abundantly clear in all of our readings, but this has got nothing to do with me. I'm not saying that because I don't want the energy. Y'all know me. Y'all know there have been readings that were, I guess, bad readings, and it still applied to me, and I was honest, and I'm brutally honest about, hey, this sounds like me. But this is not something I'm going through at this moment in time. Because one of my many strengths is when I am servicing somebody in any way, I don't expect anything in return at all. I do it because I like it. I want to, it makes me feel good. That's the only, I guess, self-serving thing about when I go out and help people. It's self-serving in that sense, right? Same with these readings. Yeah, I monetize the personal reads. It's because I have a talent there and I want to monetize it, and therefore, but it's not a mandatory thing. You don't have to get personal reads. You don't have to get a personal read right now. You can wait till your birthday comes around to get a free personal read. So on top of getting a free personal read, you can get these free general reads on YouTube. All right? So it's like, again, I'm giving more free options than I am options of monetization for what I do here. But it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a Virgo out there who is in this energy. It's going to cause conflict if you continue with this energy of I'm doing the most for this individual for manipulative reasons. They're going to lash out. Or you are going to lash out and make it seem as though it's their fault for your actions. As I stated at the beginning of this video. And I'm here to tell you right now, Virgo, you're wrong. You are wrong. You're absolutely wrong in this situation here. Like, it's It's not their fault. You decided you want to do what to do. And again, even if this person is known for paying back people who have helped them, that doesn't necessarily mean that, if we're speaking statistically wise, maybe the numbers will say there's a likelihood that they owe you a favor or they pay you back in whatever way. But we won't know for certain unless that individual does or doesn't, if they decide at the end of the day. No amount of statistics, no amount of crying to them, no amount of any of that is going to control their actions. If they decide, Virgo, I don't want to help you out with this situation, or I would like to help you out, but I simply cannot help you out with this situation. You don't know that until that happens. So no amount of stats, like I said, no amount of any of that. All the stats say is it talks about the probability. There's a probability that, again, if this person is someone who likes to reciprocate help after forced people who have done things for them, there's a likely probability that they will or they will not. But that doesn't give you the flat out definitive answer of yes or no until that situation happens, if it even ever does. All right. So, yeah, if you want to avoid this conflict, like I said, I really am imploring you to go seek that wise counsel outside of yourself. Now, if you really trust yourself enough to be able to separate your emotions from the this situation and actually have a stern yet kind, let me repeat it again, stern but kind conversation with yourself about this situation. If you trust yourself to be able to do that, then by all means do it. But if you know for a fact, and you don't got to tell me, you ain't got to reveal to the world in the comment sections, but you do have to be honest with yourself and God, of course, about your strengths and weaknesses. And if you know for a fact one of your not so much strengths is you're not able to go within yourself, that's okay. Seek that counsel outside of yourself. Simple. Someone who is possibly a third party from this situation, someone that you trust in general, someone who can keep it real for you, to you, and again, someone that's kind, you know? And if you don't have that person in your life, you're looking at them. So, yeah. With that being said, I was about to end it off. I got to get used to having this is a pretty large deck. We're going to give, usually with these oracles, I'm going to do one, it's a pretty dang large deck for my skinny ass hands. But we're going to do it. We got ladies out here. This card already dropping. I'm all over the place in this dang video. All right. But yeah, what I'm going to do with these is, and shout out to the ladies in this community. Shout out to y'all. I wasn't trying to insult y'all by saying y'all got lady hands and y'all can handle big cards and stuff. So anyways, boom. Can you read that? I'll read it for us. All right. So it showed up upright, and they have the two meanings as with every single card out there. If it shows up upright or reverse, there's one meaning. If it showed up like this, obviously I'm going to read this. As you see, Mountain of Mastery. If it showed up like this, for those out there, I will read, no, not that, but this meaning here, right? So it showed up upright, all right? Whatever if it showed up reverse, it would be peaked reach or peak's reach. But this is Mountain of Mastery. It says here, ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of the Mastery Mountain pathway. This sounds pretty much hermit travel energy right here. So yeah, we didn't get the hermit card in our tarot, but this kind of sounds like hermit. I mean, you see the man on his own journey, figuring things out. Before he gets to the mountaintop, or during his journey, while reaching the mountaintop, he's very much in self-reflective mode, self-realization mode. mastering the mindset of being able to go within. Very much hermit energy. So yeah, hermit is still present here, and of course it's always present. We're hermits, and I mean, yes, the hermit star. Anyways, this has been your video. This has been your general read for today. Virgo, if you would like a personal read regarding the situation here or anything else, feel free to, again, shoot me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. You can check out the other links down there as well that can help support what I do, help support firefighters in California. Also, help get yourself some nice merch designed by yours truly, by the way. Anyways, and if you would like to see like some tarot themed, merch, let me know. All it's going to take is one person to say something in the comments and for me to do it. But let me know. And the reason why I haven't done it yet, or I do have Virgo stuff on the bonfire store. But the reason why I haven't done more of it for the other signs or whatever the case is because I can only have so much stored space in my store. And yeah, don't have the space for all of that. But if that's a want that people actually want, I can obviously take some things out of the store or put them on, delist them in a sense, and then make that clothing. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, subscribe once again. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Peace out.